The key to getting kids and teenagers with ADHD to talk about friendship is to stop talking about the problem that they have all the time. Hi friends, I'm Caroline McGuire and I am here to talk about all things ADHD and friendship. Teenagers and kids with ADHD often have friendship struggles and it becomes the elephant in the room. It becomes a thing you talk about all the time. You want to make sure that they know when they walk into the room, the first thing you're going to talk about is not the problem. The biggest piece of advice I have, number one, is to talk about friendships in general. Discuss what makes a good friend, how you choose friends, your own friendship struggles, and don't just talk about the friendship concept as a problem. Ask them what they think it means to be a friend. Talk about other people's friendship dilemmas. Allow them to talk about their friends and their friends' dilemmas. That way, they know that the topic of friendship is not going to be a glaring light based on them, like they're in a police station and you're holding the light over them. That will allow them to open up more. 2, what are their interests? Share those interests with them. Have fun with them. Bond with them. Create trust and intimacy. Don't talk about the problems. Avoid even advice, because advice is a form of criticism in many teenagers' minds. 3, have short conversations and make sure that those conversations are in an environment where they're comfortable. The car, as you walk, as you chat, at the kitchen counter, while they're doing a craft. It's always really important to have those kind of short conversations so they know that when the topic comes, it's not that they're trapped there forever. 4, hear your child's perspective. Don't cut them off. Empathize. Hear them out. Don't assume you know. For the past 20 years, parents have been coming to me and they always say that they know what's going on for their children. And I'm here to tell you, almost 100% of the time, parents don't know all the facts or what's going on. So rather than assuming you know, ask questions and allow your child to say their perspective. You want to do this by asking your child about their friendships rather than jumping on them. Clarify and be curious. How come is the single greatest question ever. I will link some questions in the comments and handout that you can use that guides you through this process. But the more we're curious and we ask questions, what's hard about that? What do you mean? Hey, share that with me. Tell me more about that. The more they're going to share with you and the less that it's about you lecturing them and the more it's about a reciprocal conversation where you hear their perspective. And I'm super curious. There are so many things that kids and teens say to me that I am like, oh, I didn't know that was true. Tell me about that. When you ask your child questions, it also helps them see the big picture and their role in it. What's the person's past behavior? What are their interests? How have they reacted in the past? What choices do you have in this situation? All these questions can help them consider the other people's feelings and their social role without you lecturing them that they need to consider their social role, because that doesn't work. They shut down, just like you would. Imagine if every day you walked in the house and the minute you walked in, someone was there to interrogate you. You wouldn't like it and you wouldn't share. The other technique that works beautifully is reflecting. You can summarize and repeat your child's statements. You can get the gist of them or you can use their exact words. And this allows them to feel heard. Whenever someone reflects back to you your own words, you feel so validated and heard. This technique also brings down the level of sort of tension in the room. It's something that they actually use in many situations where we're negotiating or dealing with high intensity situations. So summarize and repeat back your child's statement and allow them to interpret your summary. Paraphrasing and clarifying makes someone feel you're hearing their concerns. And by the way, it works with bosses, mother-in-laws. Just saying, if you need it for other things, it works. Sometimes there are social skills holding them back and we need to actually level up their skills. But before we can even get to that, we have to help your child open up, talk about friendship, talk about what's going on so you can get a lay of the land. This is just a small piece of what I talk about in Why Will No One Play With Me, but I am gonna link some handouts in the comments, and I hope that this helps you as you're trying to have these conversations with your child. Please let me know how things go and any questions you might have. Thank you to everyone who stayed till the end. Bye, friends.